Welcome to ZAB101 Agribusiness Management. It's fantastic to have you in this, our first intake into the Associate Degree in Agribusiness Management. The course outline for Agribusiness Management unit states that we will introduce the field of agribusiness and the management of agribusinesses with a particular focus on small and medium enterprises, explain why and how businesses are typically managed, emphasising the specific context of agribusiness where biological processes underpin production systems and managers grapple with the uncertainties such as weather, markets and exchange rates. We'll explore the external environment in which agribusinesses operate and how managers make and communicate decisions and how contemporary challenges such as food safety and traceability, sustainability and ethics are incorporated into the agribusiness management. In this introductory lecture, in what is essentially the introductory unit of the whole Agribusiness Associate degree, we're going to start by defining agribusiness, defining management in an agribusiness context, because these are the things that you as agribusiness managers will need to hone your knowledge and skills in. Over the next few weeks, we will drill down into the theory and practice of management, all the time referring to the characteristics that make management in an agribusiness context different to managing businesses in other contexts. But before we get into that detail, I think it would be really useful for you to start by moving through this unit and the rest of the associate degree in agribusiness if we can get your head around the idea that management in an agribusiness context is about being outcomes oriented and purposeful. It's not just something you do for the hell of it. I think it's useful to look at it through a simple why, who, what, where, how filter. Let's think of it as a target. Our why, right there in the middle, is our target, our business goals and purpose. These may be financial goals, but often they're also about lifestyle and doing something that you're passionate about and interested in. Management then is about dealing with the challenges and the opportunities that the business environment presents us with so that we can achieve our objectives of the business. Agribusiness management is about the things that we can make decisions about in the context of where we operate, what we produce, how we produce it, and who we produce it for. Who are we and what do we stand for? What are our values? Who are our customers? What do they stand for? How can we match our values and needs with our customers' values and needs? We're onto a real winner from a business sustainability point of view if we can get that right. What do we produce? Are we producing something that our customers want? Where? What locations does agribusiness operate? Does this location enable or constrain us? Where are our markets? Where are our suppliers? How? How do we produce our product? What values underpin it? What business model do we use? Therefore, the who, how, what and where are really our matters for management, if you like, the things that managers can influence in order to achieve their business goals and purpose. Their why. There are a range of tools or mechanisms that we can use to have an influence or make change in each of our matters for management. These include technology, new practices and technologies that improve efficiency, effectiveness, or just enable us to do things that couldn't be done before. Innovation, which is often defined as introducing something new, and these changes can be both radical and incremental. But economists like to add the concept that innovation must lead to added social and or economic value. Thomas Edison is attributed with the quote, "The electric light didn't come from continuous improvement of candles," and this encapsulates the concept that innovation is more than just continuous improvements. It's about generating ideas, prototyping them, trialling, redesigning, and seeing if they have commercial and or social value. Human capacity building, through education and training, supporting people and helping them apply their skills and knowledge against clear goals. That is, to align their skills and interests to the outcomes you and or they have that they want to achieve. Making decisions based on evidence. Identifying what data you need and how that needs to be analysed in order to enable you to make good decisions. Attracting investment capital and enabling financing of the business operations and capital improvements. Marketing and communications, clarifying messages so that the message sent and the message received is the same. Modifying growing conditions, irrigation, closed environment agriculture like glasshouses and things like that. Modifying soil, adding nutrients, soil elements, soil conditioners, biomass, etc. Controlling pests and diseases. These are all the things that you need to know as a manager in the agribusiness world to achieve your goals and or those of your business partners, shareholders and investors. Every unit in your associate degree in agribusiness is focused on equipping you with the skills that you'll need to manage all of the variables in that operating environment. In the first year, the associate degree will focus on more of the business management aspects. In year 2, you'll focus more on the agronomic aspects of production management. But in all cases, what I'd like to emphasise here is that agribusiness management essentially is focused on how innovation, science and technology help agribusinesses to find their niche and ultimately to survive and thrive in often challenging climatic, biological, political and social settings. Successful agribusiness managers will recognise the peculiarities of the agribusiness context and put in place measures to make allowances for those challenges. In agribusiness, management is always about being proactive, not reactive to those peculiarities of the environment within which we operate. So, how is this unit designed and delivered? The unit is designed to allow you to zoom in and out of the agribusiness world, encouraging you to think broadly about the local, state, national and international trends and influences on agribusiness. There will be video stories about different agribusinesses, some in Tasmania, some from elsewhere. We'll also be using examples from the broader business world to give you insight into the fact that whilst agribusinesses have their own peculiarities, they are businesses too, and there's a lot we can do to learn from the other broader business world. Throughout these first few lectures, we will hear a little bit from me, and then we'll go off and watch some videos and do some reading and reflect on those in your portfolios. Then you'll come back and listen to me as we delve a little bit deeper into those topics. Each time I ask you to watch a video or to do the readings, I'll be asking you some fairly broad questions for you to reflect upon and to think about while you're watching and reading. Trust me, it's in your interests to get into the habit of reflecting as you go in your portfolio. Don't leave things until the last minute. Get into good habits because they will stick with you for the rest of your professional career. The particular topics we're going to discuss in the first 2 weeks of this subject are the operating environment of agribusiness, business purpose and goals, business structure and business organisational design. So let's get started. The operating environment of agribusiness. For those of you with a background in agriculture or agribusiness, it's probably plainly obvious to you what the characteristics of an agribusiness are compared to any other business. For those of you that don't have an agricultural background, I think it's probably helpful to start by having a think about the broader business world. Think about the mix of large and small businesses and the range of businesses they carry out, from the extractive industries like mining to manufacturing to transport and logistics to wholesale and retail trade. But think about the service industries that support those businesses of all shapes and sizes, the legal and financial sector, human resource management, marketing, communications, ICT, science and technology sectors, to name just a few. Agribusiness is no different. It's just a slice of that broad pie. Have a think about and note down in your portfolio a few dot point answers to these questions. What do you think are the main things that set agribusiness apart from other businesses? In what ways are agribusinesses the same as other businesses? I've also got a reading for you to do, Gunderson et al. On the agribusiness organisation and management. But at this stage, I just want you to read up to the heading Agribusiness Firm Management. Then you can close this video, and once you've completed those tasks, come back and watch the next lecture in the series, and we'll start delving in more depth into the agribusiness operating environment.